So, one of the biggest bombshells in the Diddy and Cassie case came when an unedited hotel video from 2016 was finally shown to the public. This video had been hidden for years, and now that it's out, people are shocked. It's not what Diddy's legal team wanted anyone to see, and once you hear what's in it, you'll understand why. The video was taken at the Intercontinental Hotel, and it shows a really intense moment between Diddy and Cassie. In the video, Diddy is seen in nothing but a towel, walking through the hotel hallway. He doesn't look calm or in control. Instead, he looks wild, upset, and completely out of it. This is not the cool, collected music mogul we're all used to seeing at award shows or in interviews. This is a totally different side of him, one that most people have never seen before. The camera then shows the inside of the hotel room, and it's a total disaster. There's a flower vase that has been smashed and pieces of it are scattered all over the floor. Furniture looks like it's been knocked over or moved around. The room looks like something terrible just happened inside. You can tell this wasn't just a normal argument between two people. It looks like things got really physical and scary. The damage alone tells a story, even before anyone says a word. But what's even more upsetting is what happened with Cassie. In the footage, Cassie is seen on the floor, backed into a corner. She looks terrified. She's wearing a hoodie, trying to hide herself, and it looks like all she wants to do is grab her phone and leave the situation. But she can't. Diddy is standing over her, blocking her way. He's using his size and presence to stop her from leaving. You can tell that she's scared and trying to stay small and safe, while he's doing everything he can to keep her there. This video is totally different from what Diddy's lawyers have been saying. They've been trying to make it seem like this was just a small disagreement between two people. Like maybe they had a little fight, but it wasn't serious. But the video shows something else completely. It shows a scary moment where someone is clearly in distress and someone else is clearly trying to control the situation with fear. Even worse, the video almost didn't get seen. After the incident, it was removed from the hotel's records like it had never existed. Someone tried to erase it from history. But thankfully, someone had saved a copy and brought it forward during the trial. If they hadn't done that, no one would have ever seen what really happened that night. This video changed everything. It wasn't just words anymore. It was proof, real, clear proof, of what went on behind those hotel doors. And it's one of the biggest reasons this trial has gotten so much attention. Now let's talk about one of the most talked about people in this whole case, Israel Flores, the hotel security guard who became an unexpected hero. His role in the story shocked everyone, and what he did during the 2016 incident might be one of the bravest things we've heard in a long time. So here's what happened. Israel Flores was working as a security guard at the Intercontinental Hotel on the night of the incident. He got a call about a possible situation on one of the upper floors. When he got there, he walked right into something he never expected to see. According to his testimony, he saw Diddy, the famous music star, in the hallway looking out of control, while Cassie looked scared and trapped. But it wasn't just what he saw. It's what happened next that really shows his courage. Diddy, knowing that someone had seen what happened, allegedly tried to bribe Flores. He didn't just ask him to stay quiet. According to Flores, Diddy actually threw a sack of money at him and told him not to say anything. That's right. Instead of trying to talk it out or explain himself, Diddy allegedly just offered cash, hoping that would be enough to cover everything up. Now, a lot of people in that situation might have just taken the money and walked away. After all, we're talking about someone very rich and powerful. But Flores did something totally different. He stood his ground. He refused the money. He didn't stay silent. In fact, he got in Diddy's face and, according to the story, even pinned him against the wall to stop him from leaving. Flores made it clear that what he saw was wrong, and he wasn't going to pretend it didn't happen just because someone threw money at him. That moment was huge, not just for the case, but for everyone watching. Here was a regular guy with no fame, no fortune, and no fancy lawyers. But he had something Diddy didn't seem to expect: the guts to tell the truth. Later, Flores testified in court and told everyone exactly what happened that night. He gave details about what Cassie looked like: scared, cornered, trying to get out. He explained what Diddy did and how the whole thing unfolded. And now that the hotel video has come out, it backs up almost everything Flores said. A lot of people online are calling him a hero, and honestly, it's not hard to see why. In a moment when it would have been easy to just stay quiet and walk away, Israel Flores chose to speak up. He didn't care about how famous Diddy was or how much money he had. He cared about doing what was right. And that's something that's really stood out in this whole case. When the courtroom saw the video and heard Flores's testimony, people were stunned. It made the situation feel real. It wasn't just rumors or news headlines anymore. It was a real person who stood up for someone who needed help. And in today's world, that kind of courage means a lot. Let's talk about Cassie Ventura's powerful testimony in court, because it honestly left a lot of people speechless. Cassie, who dated Diddy for years, finally spoke out in front of the jury about what their relationship was really like behind the scenes. And what she revealed was shocking, even for people who thought they already knew the full story. This trial marks the first time Cassie and Diddy have seen each other in person since they broke up back in 2018. You can imagine how intense that must have been. But Cassie didn't hold back. She told the court everything she had been through while they were together. And it wasn't just a couple of small fights or disagreements. According to her, Diddy used lies, threats, and even drugs to control her. She shared how Diddy would force her into uncomfortable situations that lasted for long periods, sometimes 2 to 3 days straight. In one case, she said it even went on for 4 whole days. Just imagine that. Being stuck in a horrible situation, with no one to help for 4 days. Cassie described feeling completely powerless, like she didn't have control over her own life. She said Diddy controlled almost everything, where she went, what she did, and even who she talked to. She also told the jury that she was scared to speak out because Diddy could get violent. She didn't want to make him angry. Instead, she tried her best to keep him calm and happy, even though it meant living in fear most of the time. Cassie explained how she just wanted to survive each day without making him mad, because when he got mad, things got bad fast. Here's the crazy part. Even though she described some very serious and scary things, Diddy isn't even being charged for the physical abuse she talked about. That's right. As bad as it sounds, those aren't even the official charges in this trial. But what really surprised people is how Diddy's legal team responded. Instead of denying it, they pretty much admitted that yes, some of those things really did happen, but since he's not being charged for them, they say it's not the focus of the case. That shocked a lot of people because it sounded like they were saying, yes, that happened, but we don't have to talk about it. And that didn't sit well with anyone watching. Cassie's time on the witness stand was emotional and hard to hear, but also extremely important. It gave the court and the world a clear picture of what she says she lived through. It also helped explain why the leaked hotel video is such a big deal. That footage wasn't just a random bad night. It was part of a larger pattern, and Cassie's testimony helped connect all the dots. Right now, Cassie is in a very different place in her life. She's married, and she's pregnant with her 3rd child. But by coming forward and speaking out, she's showing the world that no matter how much time has passed, the truth still matters. And in this case, her words are helping to expose one of the most powerful figures in the music world. Now let's get into something that honestly feels like a real-life mystery movie: the missing hotel video footage and how people reacted when it was finally shown in court. This is one of the wildest parts of the entire case, and it's left a lot of people wondering, how did this video almost disappear forever? So here's what happened. The security footage from the Intercontinental Hotel, where the 2016 incident between Diddy and Cassie happened, was completely wiped from the hotel's records. That means when people went looking for the video later, it was like it never existed. Someone had tried to delete it and hide all the evidence of what went down that night. Think about that for a second. This wasn't just someone losing a file or forgetting to hit save. It looks like someone deliberately erased it, possibly to protect Diddy or stop the footage from being used in court. If not for one person who saved a secret copy, no one, especially the jury, would have ever seen what really happened that night. Now, imagine sitting in a courtroom, expecting to hear some dramatic testimony, and suddenly a shocking video plays. That's exactly what happened. On day 3 of the trial, the unedited hotel video was finally shown to the jury. And let me tell you, the room went totally silent. People were frozen. You could literally hear a pin drop. That's how serious and intense the video was. Why was this video such a big deal? Because it showed a totally different story from what Diddy's team had been saying. Up until this point, they were claiming that this was just a small disagreement. Nothing physical, nothing to worry about. But once the jury saw the footage, that story completely fell apart. The video showed Cassie cornered and scared. It showed Diddy trying to block her from leaving, using his size and presence to intimidate her. It showed destruction in the hotel room, broken objects, mess everywhere, and a woman trying to get away while clearly in distress. And most importantly, it showed that this wasn't just a bad moment. It was something serious, something real, and something that had been covered up. The reaction from the courtroom wasn't just about the content of the video. It was also about the fact that someone tried to hide it. People started asking questions. Who deleted the footage? Why did they do it? Was it part of a larger plan to protect Diddy? It made the case feel even bigger than just one incident. It started to feel like there was a whole system behind making sure the truth didn't come out. But thanks to that saved copy of the video, the truth did come out, and it hit hard. That video helped confirm what Cassie and security guard Israel Flores had been saying. It gave the jury something they couldn't ignore. And for many people watching this trial, it was a turning point. It took the case from being just a bunch of claims and stories to something you could actually see with your own eyes. This video, the fact that it was almost lost, and the silence in the courtroom when it played, all of it showed just how real and serious this situation is. It reminded everyone that behind the fame, the music, and the spotlight, something dark was happening. And now, the truth is finally being seen.